What's going on, everybody? I'm going to have tons of interruptions because my kid is running around crazy today, so I'm going to try and do this quick. Today I have the Pumpcart by gotvapes.com. As you can see, it has a little button there. It's a 510 cart, very similar to the Smart Cart. And of course it's not going to focus for me, but it has the little bit of filler in the middle. This little cap, it has rubber flaps that you can pull off. You can pull this off to fill it. Has a little bit of filler, which you can't see, right in the middle of it, and then an empty 1.5 mil cart. The whole concept behind it is, if anybody used the Smart Carts, I know I hated them because they just would not wick at all. So this, if this starts to get dry, the idea is you hit the button, and I thought originally it was like a little tank in there, and it was pushing against the tank, which caused the juice to like come out. It's actually not. When you push the button, it goes in, leaving like a space so air can get through the cart. So air going into the back end means the juice is going to flow on the front end. Now the only flaw with that design is if you're holding it upside down or you hold the button down, the juice will come out the button. But I hated it at first because I'm like, what the frig? Like, I'm holding the button down, it's coming out. Then I realized I was vaping it at like 5 volts, so I think I was just using, it couldn't keep up with the voltage. And then I'm like squeezing it and my hands are wet and I'm like, oh my god, what's going on? The juice is leaking everywhere. But once you figure out what the deal is with it, it works awesome. Let me take a quick hit. I actually am a huge fan of this now. I think it's just an awesome idea. It says if you start to get a dry hit, then pump it, and it will let juice into the atomizer, obviously wetting the wick. I personally, the way I've been doing it is just holding the button down. I find that that's more efficient for me anyway. So you figure out, what do you want to do? I know right now I just want to sleep because you hear my kids screaming in the background. It is like the Bronx Zoo up in here. The Bronx Zoo moved to Connecticut, and they're in the other room. So, don't feed the animals. Pumpcart by Got Vapes. I'm into it. I think it's a good concept. I think it could be worked on. Like, to me, if you had like a tank in there that this was kind of pushing against a soft tank, that would work even more efficiently. Maybe not. I'm not an engineer, but I like this. It fits onto. It's a tight fit onto a 510 atomizer. Yeah, this camera's just not going to work for me. Anyway, there's a little bit of filler in there. So that just fits right into the 510 atomizer. And then if it starts to get dry, you could just click it a few times or hold the button down and then take another hit. I personally don't wait for it to get dry. I anticipate the dryness and click the button. But I like it. I think it's a good idea. I think it's something that could definitely be built off of, like the concept of it. But so far, I think it's a great tank delivery system for your atomizer. On top of that, it's 1.5 ml, so that's a good size for me. I don't need a 5 ml tank. I have the Ego tank that I'm going to review, which is so disappointing. I don't know why I did it, even though everybody said it was disappointing. But I had to. That's going to come later. But I like this idea. It's super convenient. It's quick. It's easy. You just hold the button down. It feeds air through, which after the air goes in, obviously the juice comes out. So, good idea, good concept. They can build, I think, even more off of it and make an awesome product. So, definitely a thumbs up for me. I like this product, and I will definitely be using it at gotvapes.com. They are like $7.99, and you get a 5-pack, which I don't know where the hell it went. But you get 5 of these. I don't know where they went. I'm really sorry. So, go check it out. Pumpcart. Gotvapes.com. Cool concept. I can't decide whether I think it's expensive or not. It's like $8 for 5 cartridges. So you think like regular 510 cartridges, that would be a lot of money, but they're not. They have this little button. My only concern is I don't know how long they'll last. I'll update you, but there's a little spring under the button, obviously. So I don't know how long it'll be before, the spring is keeping this from leaking because it's pushing the inside part of the button into the cart, which is plugging the hole. So if this spring starts to wear out, obviously the juice is going to start to come out of that hole because you no longer have pressure on the other side. So as long as the spring holds strong, I really like this product, and I am going to definitely be using this. So if you like the idea, go give it a shot. Gotvapes.com, the Pumpcart. Pump, 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 pump. Nice.